Here's what helped. Starting. It sounds so simple, but I didn't start. I had so much fear at some point and procrastinating, probably from nervous system freeze state from chronic and traumatic stress. Forcing doesn't work. It's counterproductive, actually. It's taking a teeny step that feels achievable, where you think it's possible, to have a mini success. That is something nervous system accepts. Like beginning anywhere, where you have even a tiny bit of gut knowing, where your intuition feels like, maybe it's right. You can ignore this or anyone else if an idea triggers big tension in your body or you feel anxious thoughts. This is guess and go and course correct along the way. That's the process to determine if a direction is dandy or requires an itty bitty action. For example, you can listen to the book like The Obstacle Is the Way by Ryan Holiday on how to triumph from trials. That was the first book I read. Hearing and reading novel content, this included, literally rewires your thoughts. You literally stimulate neuronal or brain cell growth and activation by novelty, according to Dr. Daniel Siegel and Mindsight, the new science of personal transformation. It's neuroplasticity. Literally, we micro bit by bit change genes for healing body systems. We step by teeny step at a time. You can also break it down over and over and over. Steps to as easy as possible. Do you feel stumped? Feel like you can't do anything? What's the smallest step that you can do today? Do that without thinking about it. Just go. Notice where you're noticing where you're focusing, or if you're having chunks of time where you're spending time talking about Lyme. This is an awareness, and awareness is the first step of change. You can then gently move towards focusing anew. Where would you like to head with mini step-by-stepping? Quote, to step towards your destiny, you have to step away from your security, according to Craig Groeschel. Not in a scary way. I mean this in a wee step way. For me, this was less visiting Lyme-related materials, social media posts, reading about Lyme and tick-borne diseases and researching it. This freed up time for what became PMIs. That's prayers, mantras, and intentions. What is that? Okay, that's the Lyme Healing Method. That's the easy to remember short statements that you repeat over and over as many simple steps. PMIs, prayers, mantras, and intentions. In your laundry room while you're folding, while you're lying in bed before sleeping, when you wake up in the middle of the night and symptoms are roaring, during daily trips to an adoration chapel or a church parking lot, or a grocery store with a post-it note reminder that's like right on your dashboard, you're still watching the road, that you can repeat 3 words over and over and over. My PMIs, prayers, mantras, and intentions for daily healing, were what became divine time. They were done walking and holding my grandfather's rosary, fingering it, fingering it while I said each PMI, like, you take over, or I lift this to the upper room. You can use a beaded necklace or a bracelet you love. I used to say, be healed, it is finished, be healed, it is finished, 500 times each, 20 times on a rosary. Bilateral movements, so micro finger movements, are actually nervous system regulating. And repetition rewires your thoughts. That's a triple healing win. You're saying things, you're moving your fingers, and you're thinking them. You can pick any 3 to 4 word PMI that resonates for you. This is your Lyme Healing Method, and make it feel yummy and as easy a step as possible. Remember, easy is important, as easy as possible. Because when fear and anxiety and pain and symptoms are happening, it's got to be as easy as possible. Here's my other go-to PMIs. But remember, this is your Lyme Healing Method. Make it what works for you. Choose whatever feels high vibey and elevating of emotion to you, because emotional arousal, also according to Dr. Siegel, also causes fruitful neuroplasticity. So make it what feels yummy to you. Maybe it's God, calm my spirit. Angels guide me. Jesus, you take over. Come, Holy Spirit, come. I lift this to the upper room. Whatever it is, heaven help. Pick one. Here's another thing. Reading. Books like Atomic Habits by James Clear and Conversations with God, the whole series by Neil Donald Walsh. These are some of the books I read early on. There were many others that were helpful, useful to me. And what reading does, it's novel content into your brain, infusing it into your gorgeous noggin. Email me back for other ideas. These 2 books, actually just put them in the comments. These 2 books are mini step tips and also spiritual illumination, which is, this is Mind, Body, Spirit book, spirit work. You can listen to audible.com. I lived by it when I couldn't read. It helped when I had visual difficulties. You can actually stick the end of your phone in the shower door or have a waterproof mini speaker to listen to books while you're daily showering. Habit stack it like James Clear talks about in Atomic Habits to something else you already do. You can take a mini step by even reading 1 page, 1 chapter, even 1 paragraph at a time. Listening and re-listening or reading and rereading is repetition of novel ideas. This strengthens connections in the space between the neurons, that's your brain cells. Between the space between your neurons is the synapse. And this synaptogenesis is part of neuroplasticity. It's mini incremental rewiring literally of your brain, regardless of how old we are, how ill we are. This is doable. If I can, you can. I'm just showing you how, step by step. Here's another thing. What do we do when we fall off the horse? We're not doing it. We're not stepping. We restart. Maybe we've missed a day, a week, whatever, mistakes or practice. Whatever amount of time because we got fed up, we felt totally lost, our hope had evaporated. I get it. So we begin again. Imperfectly is the path. Take 1 tiny step. Say 1 PMI. Jesus, you take over. Mother Mary, guide me. Come, Holy Spirit, come. Take it from me. Imperfect is the way. You can start with, I am choosing differently, and then take 1 step. Open a book in your phone. Open a book in your bookshelf. Click the Audible app and press play. Get in your car and drive to a chapel, saying PMIs along the way, prayers, mantras, and intentions. Pray a 3-word PMI 100 times standing at your sink, full of 2-day-old dirty dishes. Oh wait, maybe that's just me. Take a social media app off your phone. If it's Lyme focused, I had to get those off my phone. Mistakes, remember, they're truly okay. Perhaps when you fall off a horse, tell yourself, mistakes are practice. You all do it. And begin again. Small steps in the right direction, this is a quote, can turn out to be the biggest step of your life. Oh, I love that quote by Naeem Calloway. It's so true. It's so true. So what's your mini step for Lyme healing today?